Alam yajidka yatiman fa'awa. Did he not find you an orphan and given you shelter? The word alam means did he not? That's a rhetoric question. And yajidka, to find you, yatiman, orphan, fa'awa means to give shelter because it comes from the word iwa, which is to give shelter or give home to a guest. When you get a guest, you give them accommodation, look after them. And this is referring to the Prophet's life. Because the Prophet, his father Abdullah, he died a few months before the Prophet was born. And the Prophet was brought up by his mother Amina, but she was not in very good health. So she hired a lady, a childminder or a wet nurse, they call them, to look after the Prophet. Her name was Halima Saadia, and she looked after the Prophet for most of his early life. And when the Prophet was 6 years old, he was back with his mother, and she was traveling to Medina to see her parents, the Prophet's maternal family. And on the way during that journey, she passed away. So the Prophet was left orphan once again, firstly losing his father and then his mother. So his grandfather, Abdul Muttalib, he took over the care of the Prophet. And he looked after the Prophet and he loved him more than anyone else and did not make him feel the absence of his parents. But after 2 years, because the grandfather was quite old, he passed away too. And then his uncles, Abu Talib and Zubair, they were the ones who looked after him. So you see the Prophet's early life, he's losing the most loved people close to him one by one. But every time this happens, Allah finds him shelter and he looks after him. So Allah Ta'ala is reminding him that despite all the odds and difficulties in his life, he has been well protected by God.